Kalamazoo Resources ist eine Gold- und Lithium-Explorationsfirma aus Australien. Auch wenn die Firma mit einer Marktkapitalisierung von 40 Millionen Euro noch am Anfang steht, so geht dennoch großes Potenzial von ihr aus. Vor knapp einem halben Jahr ist SQM, der zweitgrößte Lithiumproduzent, auf Kalamazoo zugekommen und hat ein Joint Venture vorgeschlagen. Mein Kollege Nico hat die Firma im letzten Interview schon genauer vorgestellt. Wer sich also eine Projektübersicht wünscht, sollte sich dieses Video einmal genauer anschauen. In dem Video sagt Luke Reiner, der CEO von Kalamazoo, auch, dass der Fokus der Firma ganz klar auf dem Gold liegt. Nun gab es aber in Vergangenheit viele spannende News rund um die Lithium-Projekte. Unter anderem wurde sogar ein neues Projekt akquiriert. Ob die Firma noch immer den Fokus auf Gold liegt und ob sich die Investition in das Peel Creek-Projekt gelohnt hat, das habe ich ihn zuallererst gefragt.
Look, I think we're a diversified gold and lithium explorer now. What was interesting is that our Pilbara and Marble Bar gold projects is that we actually found lithium on there. So it was almost like a free kick for us. And this provides our shareholders with, exposure now to two of the best metals or brightest metals in the world, being lithium, which of course, the price of lithium has just gone through the roof in the last 12 or 18 months. So the future looks very bright. And of course, gold is always, a positive store of value, especially in troubled times, which is what we're seeing today. Probably our most advanced project is our gold project, our Ashburton gold project. That's 1.6 million ounces, and we're pushing that to close to development stage over the next short period. So that's our most mature asset, but the lithium looks fantastic for us. So we'd be crazy not to try and progress that as quickly as possible.
Das klingt vielversprechend und Investoren haben bei einem Investment nicht nur die Chance auf das begehrte Gold im Boden, sondern auch Potenzial auf das Lithium. Das ist besonders interessant mit Hinblick auf den angestiegenen Bedarf von Lithium. Vor ein paar Tagen erst hat Elon Musk angekündigt, sich selbst für den Bergbau in Bezug auf Lithium zu interessieren. Und in dem Zusammenhang habe ich Luke einfach mal gefragt, wie die bisherige Zusammenarbeit mit SQM denn aussah. Denn immerhin sprechen wir hier über den, wie gesagt, zweitgrößten Lithiumproduzenten der Welt, der auf die kleine Firma zugeht.
It's been fantastic. We've been very pleased. So this relationship started about 6 months ago. We were approached by SQM. They saw some of our early announcements in regard to Doms Hill and Marble Bar. And SQM is looking to diversify its exploration across the world. As you said, it's producing about 19% of the world's lithium, and it's the second largest lithium producer. So it has another project here in Australia, which is called the Mount Holland project, which is in joint venture with a company called Wesfarmers, a very large project. But they're looking for greenfields, very large-scale opportunities. And they liked our ground, especially because of its location near Pilgangoora and Wodgina. And so it's been a terrific relationship for us so far. They're committed to expending some significant funds to earn an interest. And that enables us also to tap into their extensive, experience, not just in exploration, but also in regard to development, and potentially, maybe offtake down the track if we were to be successful in finding a significant resource.
Vor ein paar Monaten kamen tolle Neuigkeiten für unsere Umwelt. Kalamazoo Resources wurde zum ersten emissionsneutralen Explorer in Australien. Das ist aber nicht nur für unsere Umwelt spannend, sondern gibt Investoren eben auch das Vertrauen, dass die Firma plant, noch lange am Markt zu bleiben. Das Reduzieren der Emissionen ist nämlich ein großer und aufwendiger Schritt. Und wenn Kalamazoo schon jetzt kein Zukunftspotenzial sehen würde, dann wären sie diesen Schritt vermutlich eben nicht gegangen. Was die Beweggründe dazu waren, verrät uns Luke aber hier nochmal genauer.
And what that means is that our projected emissions for every year are now fully offset with the ability for us then to commit to carbon neutrality. And how we've done that is that any offsets then we're using with a verified environmental program that's actually planting trees in WA, which we think is very important. But the key for us in this regard, Jan, is that we think it's very important to minimise our environmental impact with our activities. And we think limiting our emissions is a natural extension of that. And really what it does is we think it reflects then people's view on us as an explorer and our ability to say, look, we believe in the highest ESG aspects, but more importantly, that it's part of our license to operate, and we think that's critically important. So we think it's sending a good example to our shareholders and stakeholders.
Zuletzt wollte ich von Luke noch wissen, ob die Ziele und angekündigten Bohrprogramme für das Jahr 2022 denn noch realistisch sind und wie gut sie eigentlich im Zeitplan liegen, eben auch mit Hinblick auf die Corona-Krise, die ja trotzdem vielleicht Ziele nach hinten geschoben hat.
Obviously, COVID has had an impact, across the industry, Jan. But we're getting our way through that. The other thing too, certainly in WA, is that the industry is just going gangbusters, and so trying to get drill rigs and people. I saw a report today that I think there's 10,000 people short in the mining industry currently in WA at the moment. They're just trying to fill positions, and part of that, of course, is Australia's borders are being closed, so it's been hard to get skilled migrants come in. But having said that, yeah, look, we do have a lot of drilling happening over the next 6 months. We're actually drilling at our Sisters Gold project within about a week. We now call that the Melina West project, and that's a really exciting gold project. That's a long strike from De Grey's 9 million ounce Melina gold project. It's on the same shear zone. So we'll be drilling there probably 3,000 to 4,000 metres, and we've got high hopes for that project, so that'll be good. The drill rig then will go straight to the Pilbara lithium projects, which is Doms Hill and Marble Bar. And that might be maybe 6 weeks later, 6 to 8 weeks later. And that will then go, and we'll be looking maybe 5,000 to 10,000 metres drilling there. That's, as I mentioned before, is solely funded by SQM. So that's a really good project. And then we'll send that drill rig back to the Ashburton on further extension drilling and also some regional drilling. So it looks really exciting for us in that regard. Just on that, we'll be drilling in Victoria, planning to drill at Victoria on one of our projects called Tarnagulla as well, probably in the middle of the year. And then overlaid with that, Jan, which is really interesting, is that we've been doing some really good work, or our team has recently, in regard to the metallurgy on our Ashburton Gold project, and we're seeing terrific recoveries on some of the sulfide ore there, with gold in concentrate up to 45 grams a tonne. And that work, we've still got more work to do on it, but that work we're now going to start feeding into a scoping study, which is due to start this quarter, which then is basically the first stage of our development plan going forward. So, that's particularly positive for us, and we're spending a lot of time on that.
Wir sehen hier also eine Firma, die durch ihre Investitionen in eine Emissionsneutralität eine lange Zukunft am Markt plant. Außerdem haben wir hier zwei spannende Metalle, nämlich einmal das Gold, was schon immer eine Krisenwährung war und schon seit vielen, vielen Jahren wertbeständig geblieben ist. Und auf der anderen Seite haben wir das Lithium, was gerade in der Zeit der E-Mobilität immer gefragter wird. Das Ganze ist verteilt auf mehreren aussichtsreichen Projekten, sodass eben verschiedene Möglichkeiten bestehen, den großen Fund zu landen. Warum ein Investment aus der Sicht von Luke Reiner, dem CEO, in Kalamazoo Resources spannend sein könnte, das verrät uns Luke gleich nochmal im Anschluss. Ich verabschiede mich an dieser Stelle schon mal, und wenn ihr irgendwelche Fragen zu Luke oder zu Kalamazoo Resources im Generellen habt, schreibt sie gerne unten in die Kommentare, damit wir sie weiterleiten kann. Wir sehen uns im nächsten Video, und wie gesagt, Luke verrät euch nochmal die 3 besten Investmentgründe aus seiner Sicht.
We've got great projects where actually there was an interesting comment from someone just recently, and that's saying that the key, just because of what we've seen in the world over the last 6 months in regard to supply chain issues, commodity prices, etc., is that it's not just strategic metals that are important, but it's strategic metals from strategic places. And I think if you're going to have if you're going to invest in an exploration or a mining project, you can't get a better environment than Australia. That and probably Canada, they're the 2 places to invest. Kalamazoo itself, the second point is we're in gold and we're in lithium, and they're 2 of the, I guess the hottest metals around. And the third thing is we've got great projects and great people with some great partners now as well with SQM. So we think we're pretty well placed for success going forward.